Many people choose to be frugal for different reasons. Maybe they were raised to live a frugal life, saving to pay cash for a house, or they simply don't see any other reason to be anything but frugal. To the average Joe, frugality could mean eating meals at home or scouring the internet for cheap flights. But to some billionaires, it means showing up to work in a t-shirt and jeans, driving a Volkswagen, and in some instances, foregoing the purchase of a private jet or a lavish vacation home. Chess master Charles A. Jaffe once claimed, quote, "It's not your salary that makes you rich, it's your spending habits," end quote. So it's no surprise that many of the wealthiest people on earth have distant penny-pinching habits that have paved the road to their success and vast fortunes. For this video, we'll take a look at billionaires who knew the secret to keeping their net worth high. So watch this video to the very end, you just might learn a thing or two. Warren Buffett. Known as the world's greatest investor, Buffett is also the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, with a net worth of $110 billion. But despite him being one of the richest people in the world, there's more to this American business magnate than just his job. He is a man who enjoys life of simple taste, frugal living, and generous philanthropy. Unlike other billionaires that are living in a lavish mansion, Buffett lives in the same residence in Omaha, Nebraska that he bought in 1958 for $31,500. When it comes to food, he's been known to save money by taking the fast food route. In fact, he might kick off his day with a trip to McDonald's during his 5-minute drive to work, with his equally modest car, the 2014 Cadillac XTS. Buffett also does not spend much on mobile phones and still uses a flip phone instead of a smartphone. The only thing that he has splurged his billions on is to various charities, including the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation, in honor of his late wife. Mark Zuckerberg. Whether you love or hate the Facebook founder, everyone can agree that Mark Zuckerberg is one of the top frugal billionaires around. Despite his status as one of the richest tech moguls on Earth, with a net worth of $123 billion, his lifestyle emulates a lifestyle closer to the average Joe. When he married his longtime girlfriend, Priscilla Chan, in the backyard of their $7 million Palo Alto home, the two were seen eating at a McDonald's during their 2012 Italian honeymoon trip. The couple were also spotted browsing at Costco in Mountain View, California. Aside from that, Zuckerberg drives relatively inexpensive cars, including a black Acura TSX, a Volkswagen hatchback, and a Honda Fit, all of which are valued at under $30,000. And if you notice his style, he wears simple t-shirts, jeans, and hoodie. He definitely has the right idea on saving money. You may not agree with his fashion sense, but we can all learn important frugality lessons from him. Carlos Slim Hello. Many who dream of being rich dream of a chauffeur, but not Mexico's richest man and telecom magnate, Carlos Slim Hello, who drives himself around in town in an old Mercedes-Benz. He also forgoes luxuries like private jets and yachts, and runs his companies frugally too, writing in staff handbooks that employees should always, quote, maintain austerity in prosperous times, end quote. With an estimated net worth of over $69 billion, Slim Hello owns more than many companies, including Telmex, the country's largest telephone service provider. He remains as frugal as his father taught him to be, living in the same 6-bedroom modest house in Mexico for more than 40 years, and routinely enjoys sharing home-cooked meals with his children and grandchildren. Although much more dandily dressed than Mark Zuckerberg, Carlos Slim Hello purchases most of his clothing off the rack from one of the many retail franchises he owns. Charlie Ergen. Worth over $12 billion, Charlie Ergen is the second richest person in Colorado. But just like other self-made billionaires on our list, the founder of TV company Dish Network is extremely frugal. He and his wife have lived in the same Denver house for over 20 years. His office is furnished with second-hand couches, and he does not fly first class. He used to sign all the checks his company issued, but currently signs only checks for $100,000 or more. He also penny pinches in his personal life, a habit he said he learned from his mother's experience growing up during the Great Depression. Of course, eating out is super expensive, but Ergen battles those costs and packs a brown bag lunch of sandwich and Gatorade before work every day. He also shares hotel rooms with colleagues during business trips. David Sheraton. Thanks to an early $100,000 investment in Google because Stanford director David Sheraton has plenty of money. Although his net worth is $10.2 billion, Sheraton lives in the same colonial-style home in Palo Alto, California, that he bought more than 35 years ago. Instead of luxury cars, he prefers to ride his bike, and when he does need to drive, he relies on his 1986 Volkswagen van or an old Honda sedan. The billionaire businessman also makes sure to save half his meal for the next day when eating at an expensive restaurant. He has also said that he only flies commercial, prefers jeans instead of expensive designer clothes, cuts his own hair, and even reuses his tea bags to save time and money. Azim Premji. Despite his success serving over 5 decades as chairman of Indian tech service giant Wipro Limited, Azim Premji lives a surprisingly low-budget lifestyle and is extremely careful with his spending. The bare-bones billionaire and someone who makes Uncle Scrooge look like Santa Claus is worth $9.3 billion, but that doesn't stop him from jumping on one of India's 3-wheel auto rickshaw from the Bangalore airport when returning home from business trips. When traveling, he only drives second-hand cars, such as an old Toyota Corolla, flies in economy class, and stays at company guest houses instead of 5-star hotels. His well-known frugality also doesn't stop with his personal life. At Wipro facilities, Premji reportedly counts how many rolls of toilet paper his employees use and insists they turn off the lights when leaving their offices. Judy Faulkner. The press-shy software programmer, Judy Faulkner, built Epic from the ground up. Epic is a private healthcare company that sells medical record software. She launched the company in 1979 with about $70,000 in capital. Today, Epic has 9,000 employees and annual revenues of $2.9 billion. Her company's success has made her a multi-billionaire, despite her $6.1 billion net worth. Faulkner also resists the lavish life and said that she never had any personal desire to be a wealthy billionaire living lavishly. Instead, she will use her money to help others gain success to food, warmth, shelter, healthcare, and education. She reportedly has owned only 2 cars in the past 15 years and has lived with her husband in the same Madison, Wisconsin suburb for nearly 3 decades. Whether you're an average Joe or a billionaire, anyone can live a frugal lifestyle. Whatever your reason is, frugal people have things in common. They all know that every penny counts, and they know where all their pennies are going. Now, we'd love to hear your thoughts in that little box called the comment section below. So be heard. And if you enjoyed this video, which we know you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. All these billionaires in our list would. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.